What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to the journey. I got another day trading video for you guys. Today is July 28th, Friday. Happy Friday. Again, this is the ES chart going over 2000 tick, the 2000 tick chart. So yeah, let's roll into it. So this is what the market looked like right when I opened it up. As you can see, it's been a fun week so far, I guess. And there's been some trades, there hasn't been some trades, there's been some ups and some downs, but yeah, today wasn't the greatest day for me. I did lose a trade, and you know, it is what it is. You're gonna have to lose this trade. The context was right in the situation. I was right, but I got trapped, and that happens sometimes. So, it's gonna move forward. But yeah, let's speed it up here and let's take a look, see exactly where I entered and why. I'll tell you why. And yeah, so this is what it started off like. I'm zoomed in now to where I think is good, and right away there was almost a second entry off the bottom right there. I was almost gonna take it, but decided not to because it didn't form well. And then it's continuing to move up. The trend was mainly bullish, so I did draw my trend line like so, and then I drew a smaller trend line within that trend line because it looked like it was bouncing off these particular spots, and this other trend line I drew fitted better. We'll see it here in a few. But yeah, it was trading strong in the upside. So I was just waiting patiently for my move. See, as it bounced right there, confirming, pretty much trying to confirm the trend. I was gonna enter here because I saw something, but again, didn't like the signal bar it gave me, and just not good. Then went up to the top, hit the top, and yeah, it made a new high, came back down from the new high, and this is where I started getting close to my trade that I ended up taking. So yeah, as you can see, I started heading back down. From here, I was waiting for my first entry, which I believe I get coming up pretty soon. I got a first entry right about, I want to say after this bar. Yeah, right there, I get a first entry. Now I'm just waiting for the pullback to see. I'm getting ready for the pullback, second entry. But haven't got it yet, so I just have my order limit staying right there. And then it was at the bottom right, went to the bottom towards the EMA, broke right there. It still didn't break yet, still at my first entry in the pullback. Then it made these two big bars, and I was like, man, what is going on? So I entered right, put my limit right there, waiting for the second entry to trigger. And as you can see, it wasn't triggering yet. And then I put it right at the tick above. Then I'm in the trade. So I'm like, okay, cool. Starting to head towards the upside, but look, it gets stuck and never really goes past all the way up to my target. Never really hits it, just kind of wavers around. This is real time now. I slowed it down to real time, so you can see what I was going through. You can see I see a drop. I'm like, oh man, this is not good. Like, what did I do? Was my analysis wrong? What's going on? Just kind of freaking out a little bit. Then I starts heading back up. I'm like, okay, maybe not. Then I was also getting ready just to close it at break even because I can sense it wasn't a good spot, or I could feel like it wasn't gonna make it. It's weird. Like, once you take something to trades, you're like, oh, this is gonna be a good trade. But this trade, I was like, I don't know. But you can see towards the bottom there, it's an okay spot to enter, but probably wasn't the greatest. And as you can see, it started going back up, so I'm like, okay, cool. Maybe it'll be good. And lo and behold, it kind of does a wild move here and just drops all the way down towards my stop loss, hits my stop loss, like pretty quickly, hits my stop loss, boom, and then it shoots up. Look at that, it shoots right up. Shoots up after the stop loss, and if that didn't swoop down like that, I would have made my 4 ticks plus my runner, and got out of that trade. But that's where actually a lot of people got trapped. I got that's called a trap. I'm not too sure the extensiveness of like how and why, like what happens, but that's a trap, and it got me, and I just got to learn from it and try to recognize those. It was a decent, it was a second entry, but it was a second entry trap, and it probably got a lot of traders, honestly, because I feel like I was pretty confident in that trade. It was a little iffy because it dropped below the EMA, but I thought it was good to take because it hit the bottom where the trend line was, bounced up right off it, and yeah, but you know, it just happens. Not like, remember, not all trades are guaranteed. The strategy is not guaranteed every single time. It's a good strategy. Price action is a great strategy, and it works majority of the time, but there are those times where it does not work in your favor, and you're at the will of the market. And I believe this is one of those times because I feel like I did everything right, did analysis, did everything I needed to do, but you know, the market still got the best of me, and it still stopped me out, and that's going to happen. But what's important here is not to take this loss and immediately try to make your money back. Like a lot sort of happens with a lot of people is they revenge trade, and they try to, once they take a loss, they're like, oh man, I need to make this money back, and they try to get into a trade as quickly as can, and they try to see things that aren't there, and then they end up losing even more money. And you know, that's something that needs to be worked on. You need to work on it and just get over it, and learn how to control your emotions. You know, trading is a very emotional thing to do, but if you're a good trader, you know how to handle your emotions. And today was a really good test for me, especially because I lost that trade, and I was like, man, I just lost $1,000. Like, what am I gonna do? In my head, I was like, I need to get this money back. My mind wanted me to get the money back, but at the same time, I was wrestling with the fact, like, nope, just don't do it. Just keep continuing analyzing. If you see something, pull the trigger. If you don't, stick to your timeline and get out. Because I was getting up at 5, and it was almost 5. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to stay until 5. I don't see anything, I'm not going to take anything. And that's what I did. So from here on out, I just analyzed the market as best I could without letting it get to me. And I didn't see anything, and I didn't take any trades. There was one that I was really close to, but I didn't end up doing it. So I was proud of myself. But yeah, from then on, it continued in the uptrend quite well, and then it dipped down right here, pretty significantly dipped. Broke the channel, so now I was expecting a new extreme. I drew my channel down, expecting a new extreme up. From then on, I really didn't do much. Just analyzed, continue watching, seeing what would happen. As you can see, it started going back up. So expecting an extreme. Still, I didn't see any moves that were in here. There were some trades you could have taken. You could have bet off of it. Not really bet, but like I'm pretty sure like you can take it. But you have to be more advanced to see these kind of things. And I'm not at that level yet, so I just waited for what I knew, which was second entries, and you know, I didn't see any. And so that's pretty much what happened. From here, kind of just traded into a little sideways little range. Not little range, but like a medium-sized range, and just sheeshed out for the rest of the day. But I'm gonna end off here, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Yeah, I hope everybody has a great day, and I made some good trades today. And yeah, I'll see everybody in the next one. Peace.